we are live. Not showing me in the camera for some reason though. What the heck? 1 sec.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
Face cam. Face
Intro is
cam.
there. I can
The
see
intro.
the intro.
Yeah, and we are live, Sven. They can hear you, I think, too. So, and there we are.
Okay, great.
Yes, we are up.
Great,
Okay,
great,
awesome.
great.
Love
I'm
it,
so
love
happy
it, love
to
it,
be
love
here.
it. Okay, so we are gonna get right into FEESHMAS here. It dropped today, right, Sven?
Yeah, so today's the first day of FEESHMAS. And in this first day, you gotta be there at the moment. You gotta be greedy this day. You cannot wait. It's this day that you need to be on FEESHMAS.
There you go. There you go, ladies and gents. We got Maserati in the chat. What's going on, man? Okay, so I got my account set up. Sven, I'm on the page where it says news, store, mine, pressurizer, and leaderboard. What do I do?
Yeah, normally if you have a lot of time, you start with the news, but that's something maybe we can, if you want, you can read the news. But the main thing you have to know about FEESHMAS is that you need to be greedy, and you can read the
Okay.
news if you don't have any coal or nothing to do. But this moment for me, it's already going into the mines and go get yourself as much coal as you can.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna put my phone on silent
Yeah.
here. Oh, all right. Looks like we're gonna have Robbie joining us as well soon here. Okay, so store, go to mine, and then you said select the tool, right? Yeah. Mine coal.
Yeah, so you are in the mine now. What can you see as tools?
You gained 1 coal. So I'm in the.
You already use your shovel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Use a
you
tool to
got your
smack large
shovel,
chunks
and
of
do you
coal.
have any? Yeah, and do you have anything else? Only the shovel?
I just have the shovel.
Okay. Then, okay, you're in the mine, so you need to shovel and use. How many coals do you have, Josh?
I have 4.
Okay, so it's two coals for a shovel. You need to get as much coal as you can, and every now and then, if you have coal, you need to go to the pressurizer. So now you already used your shovel. Did you get any coal, or was it broken, your shovel?
It says I found 1 coal.
Okay, and you still have your shovel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go on. Use that shovel as much as you can, Josh.
Is that
Until
what
it
you do?
breaks.
Mine coal. So that's the process there.
Yeah, you need to
Adjusting
get
grip.
as much coal as you can.
Oh, your shovel is destroyed. It says.
No problem, no problem.
So I
how
have
many
5
coal
coal
did you
now.
get,
I got
using that shovel?
an extra one from that.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. So you used one shovel. It costs 2 coal,
Mm-hmm.
and now you have 1 extra. So if you have your coal now, you can go to the pressurizer,
Okay.
and the pressurizer uses the coal. And if you're lucky, every now and then you can get something else instead of dust. So you need to pressurize your coal, but you cannot pressurize it all. Otherwise, you don't have coals to buy a shovel. So you need to be careful there at the start. Can you pressurize one?
It says pressurized coal. Available coal is 5. Yeah, I can.
5. Okay. Yeah, use it. Use one. Do it.
Pressurized coal.
You need to be greedy.
Machine smoke and coal beginning to change. Strange fumes come. Your coal was destroyed.
Yeah, bad luck. So now you have how many coals?
I have 4. Okay, so hang on. Let me read this. Pressurize a piece of coal one at a time in hopes of turning it into a diamond or other rare gems. Look out, though. Your coal may become slightly damaged or even be destroyed, so be careful when using the pressurizer. All right. That makes sense. So it just takes the 1?
It just takes the 1. So you have 4 coals left now, Josh, and now you're in a dilemma. Or you go and pressurize some more. Maybe you can
I have 3, not 4. I spent
4.
another one. I got impatient there and I pressurized again. Is that bad?
No, you need You need to pressurize it. Did it give you something?
No, I lost it again. Now I'm
Now
down
you
to
have
3.
3. Okay, so yeah, but if I were you, I would pressurize another one then. Or yeah, just you need to pressurize another one, so you have 2 left.
Thoughts become things. I'm gonna lose it. Yep, I lost it. All right, we're down to 2.
Okay, go to the store. Go to the store then.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
and you can
digging
buy
a
new
digging
shovel
fork.
there.
A shovel. So the shovel's
No
better than the
fork. We
fork,
don't.
right?
Of course. We don't use
Of
forks
course.
here. We use shovels. Although I think it's good to have 1 fork, because in this mind game of Brock, you always need to have 1 item at the side. So you use the shovel now,
Mm-hmm.
and you bought one, okay?
Oh, I
And
got a
then you go
shovel
to the
again.
mines
Yep,
again and
mining
go.
some coal. Hitting against,
Yeah, go.
hitting the rock aggressively, wiping off sweat. Wow, I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
Is it bad?
My
Is
shovel
it
broke. I
broke?
have 1 coal. I don't even have enough to buy back the shovel. Oh no. We
Need
need to get
more
the
coal.
we need to get the fork. It's the only thing we can buy. It's the only way we can get coal, right? If we don't have the fork, then we can't get coal. What's going on, Wop?
Well, this is every few hours we will get more coal. So
Okay.
at every 6 hours or 8 hours you get more coal. So you can restart the project.
Okay.
Again.
So it's like the Pokemon.
Okay.
If you want to.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah. So
all right, mine with a fork.
the thing
Getting
is,
tired, wiping sweat
Yeah.
off,
What-
taking a breather, hitting rock with item. Okay, we gain a coal.
Oh, okay. So at the worst thing, you can still rebuy a fork now.
Exactly. Okay, so we're gambling here again because we need to get at least another coal. Wop says broke 2 shovels and destroyed the 2 coal. Yeah, we're off to a pretty bad start here, man. Right. Oh, we got another coal. Okay, we're good. We can get the shovel back. We can get the shovel back.
I'm good. Yeah.
I gotta put my phone on silent here. I thought I already did that. There we go.
So now you have, you can still use your fork until it breaks, Josh. Now you don't have any risk at the moment.
Yeah, let's just keep mining with the fork until it's like the wood pickaxe from Minecraft. It's like if you got one,
Yeah.
just use it so you can destroy
Yeah,
it.
And it could always be a magic fork or something that you have a very special fork. You never know.
It wasn't a special one. It's already gone. Okay, now we got
Okay,
3.
okay.
So we're gonna go back. We're gonna build our coal up here. That's our game plan first. Then we're gonna go to the pressurizer.
Yeah, that's an option. That's an option, Josh. But you can still pressurize your coal, and if you're lucky, you can land a diamond that's worth 500 coal.
Oh, I
So
see.
I'm just giving this as advice. So maybe it's a good idea to pressurize the coal
Damn it.
and buy a shovel.
No. I could pressurize 1. What are you at? How much coal do you have?
Well, I'm one of the lucky guys that landed already a diamond. So I have in my inventory 1 diamond. So I'm
Leaderboard.
quite good now because I can sell it for 500.
Whoa. Somebody has 75,000 already. It dropped today.
Yeah. This is the game of Brock. You need to be in it ASAP. You need to wake up every 6 or 8 hours and restart until you get a diamond and build it up as fast as you can. This is no game for people that want to take their rest. This is a game where people lose their sleep to win this game.
We got
I'm
Klutz.
serious.
We got Klutzer at 4,400. We have Evolve at 5,000. We have Ronnie at 5. I recognize a bunch of these names. We got Dive at 7,300. How do you guys have this much coal already? Dubes is up at 21.
They used the pressurizer to get a diamond, and then they sold the diamond, and went all into the mines to use as much shovels as they could and got more diamonds.
Yeah, Guri's up at 26. I need to beat Guri. I need to beat Guri, so...
Yeah. So this is gamification, Josh. Every day from now until this game ends, you need to do an update on where you
VV
stand.
Hey, I'm going to be the first one to say, Tanja Dark, Savvy Jar, and VV Las Vegas go touch some grass. 75,000 coal in the first day. What the hell? I was not expecting that. Okay, I got to get to work then here because I'm at 3.
Yeah. This game was so much fun. This is why I'm telling you, Josh, we need to do this as a VB family, and we need to get engaged with this game. And you can get collectibles by doing things on this platform, even without having a Web3 fiche. You do not need a Web3 fiche to do this. You don't have one, Josh, and you're participating, and you will get airdrops.
Your shovel is destroyed. My shovel keeps getting destroyed. My luck with that is really bad.
You need to go for the forks. You need to go for the forks.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to buy 2 forks instead of 1 shovel. Oh, you can only buy 1 at a time?
Yeah. Buy one, go back in.
You can't stack forks.
Buy another one.
Can't stack.
No, you only can use 1 fork at a time.
Alright. Hitting the rock aggressively. Alright, we got a coal. Mine another one.
Good luck with your fork. Yeah, I think you have more luck with your forks than with your shovels at the moment.
I'm not having... What's like the longest you've gone without the tool breaking? Have you gotten like 5 or 6 in a row?
3. I think 3 or 4.
Oh, that's it?
3. I think only 3. Yeah. So it's...
Okay.
You need to be a few times lucky, and it's the aim at the start, I think, is to land your diamonds. And then you can scale up.
Do we have anyone in the chat who's playing this already? Do we have anybody on the leaderboard? We got Mr. Champ in the chat. What up, man? I'm currently playing this game too. Well, how much coal do you have? I'm blown away that people have 75,000 already. It dropped today. We found a coal. I'm up to 2.
Good job. Good job.
No, my shovel got destroyed again. I gotta buy it. Now I'm gonna be down to 1.
You need at least, maybe, Josh, every now and then you need to pressurize a coal. That's the only way to build up it.
Gotta take the risk.
Maybe you should use forks and pressurize.
Or risk it for the biscuit. Yep, shovel's destroyed. Damn, this game hates me. Store. We're going back to the fork. It's a law of average. It's a numbers game. Every time the tool breaks, you get closer to finding another coal. That's how that works. Mine. How many diamonds have you come across?
Mr. Champ. Check it in the chat. Mr. Champ knows the trick.
Once you hit a diamond, it's smooth sailing, and you don't have to mine, just pressurize. Okay. So that's our first goal, is to find a diamond here. All right, give us a coal. Let us pressurize. Get a shovel. All right, you know what? We're gonna buy this. We're gonna spend. Yeah, let's pressurize at least. No, maybe we should make back. We should make back one. The trick for me is not getting caught so that I have 0 coal right away, because then I gotta wait the 6 hours or something. I want to make sure the stream goes long enough.
Hey, I did notice to Brock that we're playing his game on live stream, and he's asking me for the link. I'm gonna send him the link. Maybe we should you should invite him to.
Tell him if he wants to hop in the convo. The link to my Discord's in my bio, because we're in the voice channel.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pressurize a coal here. Come on, diamond. Every time we don't get it's a law of average. It's a numbers game. Every time we don't get a diamond, we get closer to a diamond. So, mine. Store. Pick up a shovel. Oh, actually, I think I already had a fork. Oh, I did.
Oh, congrats. You need to pressurize every now and then, huh?
Yeah, I just tried. It didn't work out. Mr. Champ, how much coal you have?
Pressurize.
Where are you on the leaderboard? Need a coal. Wow, we haven't been going up at all here. We're still stuck at 3. Shovel's destroyed.
Brock will come up. Voice gaming. Okay, voice gaming.
Love it.
FEESHMAS.
Let's go mine. Hey, we got Raven in the chat. What's going on? The fork is mightier than the shovel. Yes, I'm finding that out as well. I'm getting better luck with the fork. Wop says just hit a blue gem. I'm trying. What are we at? We're at 3. I think our shovel broke there, right?
Josh,
Yeah.
can you give me the link on X from your Discord channel so I can invite Brock?
Yeah. 1 sec. Buying a fork. I needed the link. 1 second, guys. Actually, I don't think you can send. Just send him the link to my profile on X, and then just tell him to click on the link on my bio. Here. I just DM'd it to you.
Direct me.
There.
Is that done? That one, Josh?
Yeah, that's the.
Is it that one?
That's to the directory, and then he can go to my Discord from there. That should work. Mr. Champ says 15,000 so far. 15,000. That's on the leaderboard. He's on the leaderboard then. All right, we got a shovel. Or no, we got a fork. Oh, Raven said I got here from a link in FEESHMAS Discord. Oh, someone posted it in their Discord. Oh, shout out to that person. If you're in the chat, shout out to you. I appreciate that. Is that Brock himself?
Yo.
Oh, what's going on, man? It's a pleasure to finally talk to you.
Yeah. Sorry, I was watching the stream. Sven told me that you were streaming some FEESHMAS, so.
Yes.
How's it going? Are you rich yet in coal?
No, I can't get past the 3 coal mark. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that voice you're hearing is it's the creator of the game we're playing, Mr. Brock McBlockchain. But yeah, I can't get past. Oh no, I'm up to 8 now. How did I get to 8?
So if you just randomly went to 8, what had happened was earlier you weren't supposed to be able to stack blue gems or diamonds, and a lot of people were, and so I just wrote a script that like kind of fixed it. So if anybody like was grinding away in the pressurizer, you just got some coal back probably from that. Yeah. So just trying to bring everybody back to even. Yeah.
Oh, it's fun, man. I need to get my first diamond here. That's what everyone keeps saying in my chat. That's the apparently the key.
That's the diamond and the blue gems will definitely boost you for now, but this is an ever evolving game, and so today is really like get everybody in. Hopefully they fill out their like profiles for the VV username and VV email, because then I can verify those with VV, and then we'll start rolling out promo codes. So like if you say broke a shovel, you might get a promo code for like the first up to 10,000 people that break a shovel. Maybe they get a promo code that gives them a 3D version of a broken shovel as kind of like a token of, or a memento,
Nice.
if you will. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of different, there's like 12 different models. And so you'll be getting, I think there's like 3 sets. One is like 7-ish different models of it. And it's like for participating in what you choose to do, what you choose not to do. And then there's like for the people that place and do really well in FEESHMAS, there's like 5 different rewards for like the prizes set. and then whoever wins FEESHMAS gets a 1 of 1 in VV.
Well, man, hats off to you for putting in all this work. Holy.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is something I actually talked to Sven quite a bit off camera, but I think something that I really respect you for is how well you reward your collectors. So, yeah, everything you just said there's amazing. Ben, you want to add anything, dude? You got him in the space here.
Yeah, man. Well, for me, this event, Brock, I have to say I enjoyed it so much last year, and this is the second event. I'm still enjoying it. I want to have people joined in, have the VV community know what we're doing here, and doing this thing and have so much fun. I'm very hyped about this. I'm enjoying it from the day on, and I want to know people, want to let people know that we have to be here at the start, because otherwise they will pause us immediately. The VV fam has to join in at the start, and I'm very happy to be here again.
Oh, we need to. Are we ever going to be able to stack forks and shovels though? I can only buy one at a time.
There will be things that you'll be able to stack. Some things for the beginning part. Like I said, this kind of starts off slow, getting everybody in. But then like the store will have more items that you can buy. There'll be more things that you can kind of find and discover. The story's going to evolve, and so that is a little bit of reading, but that's the news section will kind of start to have more and more posts in it. And then beyond that, there'll be just a lot more things. So new sections of this will open up. So like there's things that are not turned on right now that you'll be able to go and do lots of different activities. And then, because I'm crazy, I had an idea like yesterday that so I've been working on this for like a month and a half to like get all the models done and concept them all and do the concept of the game and the story and then building out like the whole thing. But yeah, just yesterday I had like an idea that I'm going to try and bring to life, and it'll be yet another thing to do kind of in FEESHMAS. But yeah, so it's a story and game and interactive all kind of mixed together. And then there'll be some times where, like right now, everyone's kind of in single player mode where it's like you in the mine doing whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. But there'll come a time where it's other people may take an action that affects you, and you might take actions that affect them, and so then it becomes almost like a PvP kind of thing too.
That's very cool. Do you, and forgive me if I'm off with this, but do you like build the majority of this yourself, or do you have like a team that you're kind of building out now?
I would say it's probably 90% me. I do have someone that's on the artwork that I would love to shout them out, but they don't want to be shouted out just yet. So, but they're the visuals of a lot of this. There's some that's like hand drawn by me, and then there's others that are definitely like, so all like the headers and like the little like moving shrimp everywhere, that was them. But like the items that you're kind of unlocking is me, so you can tell the drastic difference between their artwork and mine. But yeah, so it's me and an artist friend of mine bringing this to life.
So cool. It goes to show how much like a smaller team can achieve nowadays. But I see everyone in the chat, by the way. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. We got the creator of the game himself on here. So Guri, dude, I saw you in the leaderboard, by the way. I'm trying to beat you right now. You're the one I'm trying to beat. You're up to like 20,000 already or something like that.
So I'll say again that this is starting off slow, and so this is kind of like there's a lot of grindiness kind of to like banging a shovel against coal. You know, that's a very honest work. But yeah, as things get cooking, sometimes the people that are high up there become targets, and sometimes it's way more dynamic than it is right now. So we'll see.
Yeah, maybe I should add in there. If Brock tells us it starts slow, it really starts slow. So this is a slow pace. At the end, things will get way faster in the sense of you can get much more coal at a very short time, and you can start maybe gambling on some things with your coal, and that's the moment where things start to flip and get very competitive. So. But I think maybe it's a good start to be in here already and just learn the mechanics a bit. But it's not a bad thing to be here as fast as you can, Brock?
Yeah, I think there's if you join late, it's not like the end of the world. But by being in today, definitely probably gives you a head start, like knowing what's what and where everything is. And yeah, so you can always dive in and catch up though. But getting in early and whatnot definitely can help you kind of get a feel for what strategies work, and it's less competitive than it may get later. And so I think a lot of times people are more freely saying, oh, here's what I'm doing and this is working, and here's what I'm doing and it's not. But like, there is no, by the end of it, people will be cursing me out saying I'm like a witch, but a lot of the things, it's all completely fair. There's things that are on rails as far as like the platform itself, but as far as the outcomes go, like there's a lot of randomness and a lot of skill and a lot of strategy, but things are ever evolving. And so like I truly don't know who's going to win. And then beyond that, just to keep everything fair, every single action that you take throughout FEESHMAS is tracked. And so that way, if there is any kind of like shenanigans, so to speak, if someone finds like a glitch or something like that, that's all like logged as well. And so we'll fix it. Like there's a difference between greediness, which the FEESHMAS is all about, and straight up cheating. And so if there is any shenanigans, like, it's on the up and up. It is a free event, so like there's no money lost or like whatever, but I know how like someone's going to end up at the end of this with a 1-of-1 collectible.
Yeah.
And technically it's the first only, or the only one and the first one on the collectible side. There are artist proofs in the platform, but no collectibles. And the winning piece is a giant coal mountain, and it's animated with some other stuff. So, yep.
That's very cool. Okay, now you're making me think of something else. It's a little unrelated. Well, I guess it's related to FEESHMAS, but I gotta ask you, how does it feel, I guess, starting your project over on like OpenSea and stuff, but like, getting your foot in Vivi's door and being able to drop collectibles on the platform and now kind of build it over there? How has that whole experience been for you as like a creator?
Yeah, it's been great. Like when I first kicked off my project, I got like a in-kind approval to like bring Feesh to Vivi right out of the gate, but I sat on that for over a year because I didn't want to talk about it until it was like a done deal. And then, if another IP comes to Vivi, there's like a waiting list. But I do things different where I front the cash to like get them all produced in the way that Vivi needs them. And so I'm taking a little bit more of a risk than other IPs. But it lets me skip the line because I'm doing all the graphics that show up in the app, the models, all of it. It's all in-house with some contractors and myself. And so with that, I'm able to move a little more swiftly than some of the other IPs are. And so that is great for me because I move at a rapid pace, and being able to take ideas and concepts and all kinds of things that I've had that I just think will be cool, and then bring them to like a 3D world within like an app like Vivi. I think it's really, really enjoyable. And there's a lot of things that, especially with these FEESHMAS items, there's like hidden little things that I'm able to like tiny little like hidden secrets in all the little pieces, and so I love being able to do that because one, it's like you get something and it's cool, you look at it and maybe there's something that you didn't even see at first, and that makes it even cooler. There's a story behind it. This is an interactive like element, so like it's not a collectible that you just bought, it's a collectible that you actually earned through taking actions. And so I think there's more of a story and in a way a more personal story to these pieces. But then mixed on top of that is like the small little hidden things that people who want to find them will find them, and people who just want to look at it from afar, that's fine too. But
I love that.
It gives me a lot of different areas to play, and that's what I think makes cool things.
Yeah, I love the whole Easter egg element that you've put in. The book that flipped the pages and you were showing some stuff that was coming. I saw that and like this man gets some stuff. I want to see, guys, if you have any questions, by the way, in the chat. This isn't like a Brock McBlockchain Q&A or anything, but while we have them,
I'm working on FEESHMAS like right now. Wow.
Are you really?
So like if I space out, it's me like coding something, but for the most part, yeah, hit me with it. And it is a new event, so I think some people will probably have questions, and this is their like second or third FEESHMAS, but every FEESHMAS is actually new. Like last year was all about digging a hole, and that doesn't sound at first like something that would be fun, but I think anyone that went through it would probably tell you otherwise, because you could pay to start digging a layer of a hole and you get whatever was in that layer, as far as coal or diamonds and all kinds of other stuff, but then people could pay to sabotage you. But then every time they did that, it extended the timer that it would take to dig, And so then it became this like King of the Hill battle royale type thing, and it ran 24/7, right? So like there were people that would wait until like 3 or 4 their time zone to kind of go and try and sneakily mine something, but then someone on the other side of the world's woken up and they're jumping in, and so this like it became this 24/7 King of the Hill, and it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. We have Evolved asking, has anyone found all the secrets on the VV collectibles yet?
I mean, I only hear what I hear, so like there's definitely some stuff on the Halloween side, like the haunted house window with those books that that probably people have maybe seen it, but maybe don't see everything that it connects to. I'm also, anybody that's not familiar with FEESHMAS, like I will plant a seed like 3 years out and then have it come to fruition, just so you can go like, oh my gosh, it was in my face the whole time. For me, I think that's, again, fun for me, and then fun for people that care enough to go back to see that as well.
Ronnie, appreciate the sub, man. Yeah, 100%. Let the games re-begin. Dude, you said you were coding while you were saying that. I have no idea how you're multitasking like that, because I would...
ADHD, my friend.
Oh, I have ADHD too, but I would mess those codes up like no tomorrow. Or those lines.
Yeah. I mean, most of it's written. It's tweaking some things here and there.
Sven, did you have something you wanted to add there?
Yeah, I was already having some questions when I started. So previous year we had every now and then a bit of coal. Is there like, if we need to have some alpha, I always go to the fish court. So maybe it's a good idea people know that it's good to join the fish court. And the second thing is, do we already have an idea at how many times at how many hours we maybe can get new calls? Did we already figure it out on fish court, or is it still in trial? We need to still see it, or maybe it's every day. We don't know yet. I will
say there's no like daily, like in the past there was like a daily, like, oh, you get a couple calls here. I'll say there's no daily as of right now, but like it is a live event, so if I see like, oh cool, 94% of the people are out, then maybe something needs to happen, right? So there won't be like a daily like automatic call, but I'm looking at everything like kind of real time to see where people are. I do sometimes things, and this is going to be just like behind the curtain a little bit, not that I'm like the Wizard of Oz or something, but sometimes I think people need to feel uncomfort like a little bit, and so like feeling like you're on the sidelines is in feeling that frustration a little bit, I think is going to be helpful with like how people will adapt to play the game for what's to come. But if you're out right now, you're okay. If you're out, you know, in 5 days, that's where like you might be out. So we'll see. But yeah, there will be a little... Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, because I'm noticing, Brock, that Josh is really grinding to get a diamond, and he's like struggling to get...
That's what I'm wondering, dude. I'm like my law of average sucks here. I can't get a diamond for the life of me.
So it is random, and I would say there is like different, I guess it's random, but it's not impossible. I think right now it's like a 3 out of 100 chance for a diamond. No, wait, a 4 out of 100. So like 25, like a 1 in 25% drop rate right now. But there's not a max. There's not a max amount either. So you don't have to try and run up that wall right now. You can hang a little bit and see what you want to do as far as like the next day holds. But yeah, it's and it's not like the diamond will help you boost with coal for now. But there's a lot of layers, and so tomorrow, who knows what the day holds. I'll say tomorrow there probably is going to be an opportunity where even if you're out, you'll probably get a little bit of coal from something that may happen. And then there's going to be something that kicks off like a whole new layer to this. And so I definitely like the twists and turns that kind of unfold with FEESHMAS. So, and then there's the story elements within the news again. That is going to continue to play more and more of a role for a lot of things to come.
We have
I'm Brock. I'm one of the lucky guys that landed already a diamond. So I'm just holding my diamond and putting it in the air in front of Josh, and I'm happy today.
What would be really good is if you sold it and then you got another one before he got it. So you can't stack them. You can't stack them, but you can get a second one if you don't have one. So it's almost like you've got like one slot for a blue gem, one slot for a diamond. And if you have one, then it's full. And if you don't have one, then it's not full and you can do whatever you need to do.
You're planning that idea in his head. We're gonna have a Robbie in the chat being like, I got one. I bet you he's probably trying to get one before me now.
And the thing is, Brock, I'm already a little bit paralyzed now. Since I have my diamonds, I'm kind of paralyzed now. I won't do anything. Is it a good idea, or just we have time, so we just can relax for a moment?
Yeah. I mean, so there are some people that are like, tell me, should I do this? Like, it is your thing, so you can do whatever you would like. And I'll just say that the things that you do, the things that you don't do, may end up getting you certain promo codes. Yeah. And so it's up to you.
I think...
And if you have a fiche, the Web3, I unfortunately could not do the reverse as much as I wanted to. Like, I don't yet have the hooks. Like, even with the VV username and email, my hope is to work with VV to get them to kind of like open up a tiny hole like you did for Slacker to do their things. So that way I can just say, like, you know, click here to VV Connect, and then I can see what you've got in your wallet with VV, and then I can reward things based on that. But we're not there yet, so that's the situation. But if you have a Web3 fiche, and again, not trying to say go buy one, you get a small little perk. It's not going to help you win the game in like a huge way, but there is something there that gives you kind of like an extra tree, like limb of the tree, if you will, if you've got the Web3 fiche. And to do that, you just go into your profile section, connect your wallet that has the fiche in it, and then just, I think there's like a checker, and you click that, and it just sees if you have fiche or not. And if you do, it will give you one mystery gift. If you don't, then obviously you don't get that, but it's not going to, like, you could win FEESHMAS without having a mystery gift. That's not gonna help or hurt you one way or the other, really.
We have Wop's asking, will old blockchain coal come into play? I stacked a couple.
Probably not this year. I think once I have it to where I can connect to VV, and then vice versa, then maybe I could look at that. But I wouldn't want someone that, like, in the summer just bought up all the coal, be able to just to plow through FEESHMAS. So I try and keep it as fair as possible. The first year that we did it, it was NFT based, and so you could like actually like craft and change your NFTs to do different things. It was a good idea and fun, but also like it proved to have some issues where, like, when there was a coupon to like nerf someone's coal down by half or whatever, people stocked those up to like try and win the game, and it was, yeah, it's probably the one thing I regret doing with fiches is just setting that up. So since then we've only done like where it's not actual like NFTs and stuff on that side. But yeah,
that makes
so
that
not
makes
right
a lot
now,
of sense.
Potentially in the future, but like I would not speculatively buy old fiches, NFTs, or anything like that as far as like those old coals.
There's your answer, Wop. And then Ron, he says, can I run multiple windows at once? Like, can I open 12 tabs and pressurize all windows and it still works correctly?
I think that there's an edge like race condition against that. I think I tested that, and if someone does do that, where it's like I've got 100 like one coal and 100 tabs, and I'm gonna click yes on all of them, if I see that and like it somehow does work, where like you find it, like it'll be easy enough to tell, and I'll just go, oh, okay, go by, you're back to one coal or 0 coal, like, so it's that's a win stupid prizes kind of situation.
It's a dangerous zone to go, Ronnie. That's a dangerous zone.
People will always
I
try
don't
and
think
find the
it'll-
loopholes.
And if you've got so much coal, like if it gets to the point where everyone's like sitting on like millions of coal or something ridiculous, then I can go and update the pressurizer to like let you like pressurize 1, pressurize 100, pressurize, like I can try and speed that up if it comes down to where it's like a usability thing, where it's like I've got so much coal I'll never be able to click the button enough. I can look into updating that. But I don't think we're there yet. I think the top holder had like 60,000 last time I checked.
Oh, they're up to 75 now.
Oh snap.
75, and I'm still stuck at 5. 5 pressurized. Come on.
It flips fast. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if you find a blue gem, you will basically get 2,000 coal, and so you're already kind of like up there, and then you can start racing on the pressurizer with all that extra coal. So like that's how people get up there so fast.
Why am I?
It's like someone's cheating. I have 0 and they have like 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm noticing though when I go to
makes sense.
pressurize, how come the coal doesn't disappear sometimes? Just it gets sent back.
So, good question. Yeah, and some of this is like purposely like mysterious. But the best way to think of it is like think of every coal piece as having its own individualized like health bar. And so sometimes you'll put it in the pressurizer, and the pressurizer will squeeze it, trying to turn it into a gem, and it doesn't succeed, but it takes off like 2 hit points. And then you pressurize it again, and it takes off 1 hit point. And then you squeeze it again, and it takes off 3. Well, now your coal's dead, so it's dust. Same thing with the shovels.
Yeah. How in depth he thinks about it. Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
How
Definitely
much
see that.
how much love he gives to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ronnie says, I
If you're
see
gonna
now
make
it
it
returns
work,
your
it's gotta
coal.
work good.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, sometimes it does, but sometimes like your coal also, you might have like one that's more fragile, and so it's got like 2 health and immediately gets smushed. So it's just depends on how hard the coal is and how much the pressurizer squeezes.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Information we would have never known if Brock didn't join this call.
I mean, I've said it in the FEESHMAS.
Oh, have you?
I try and answer as much as I can in the FEESHMAS, but like some people will be like, hey, if I do this, is this like a special thing? Like, I'm not going to answer and tell you like, do this, don't do that. And there's some people that like sniffed up on, I think it was Stacker. There's like some of the images from like the sets, and so it shows some people like what's to come in some ways, but like I did the art, so like I also am hiding some things like right in front of your face. So yeah, there's yeah, so some people like snuck a peek at like what's to come, and someone asked me like, when do I get this item? And it's like, chill out, it's coming. But you know, all the fun and excitement's not yet revealed. Like some things are purposely like looking the way that they're supposed to, or that they look in one way, but like hiding something else.
Okay, speaking of art and what's to come, I have to ask you this because you did a collaboration with Brian Morris, and I love his art. I'm pretty sure. Pardon me. I'm pretty sure I saw you put out a post not long ago, potentially teasing that Brian Morris could be coming back to Vivi. Can you speak on that at all? I mean,
I don't know about Vivi, but like if you like his work, you're probably looking at some of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the
What?
yeah. If you're playing FEESHMAS, you're probably pretty close to some of his artwork.
All right.
Some alpha, I guess.
All right.
But,
I'm not gonna poke
yeah.
at that, but okay, all right.
Yeah, it depends on what.
Maybe
Vivi, there, I definitely think there is something that it could be like I don't know when it'll happen, but yeah.
Awesome.
Oh no.
We got.
Sorry, a friend of mine just messaged me something. I need to shut up. but yeah, if you like Brian Morris's stuff, I will do my best to try and get more of his stuff out in front of people.
Whoever that is watching, stop messaging him.
The person that was mentioning me is trying to play FEESHMAS and getting disrupted by their ears probably ringing. So,
Funny.
Yeah.
Making sure I'm not missing any questions here.
But no, I think Brian Morris is really great about one, his own work stands very much on its own, and it's amazing. Like I've got physicals hanging up in my house, and shirts that he's been doing have been awesome. And then he did the Fish inside Vivi, and then my first at bat in Vivi, instead of me just coming in, I kicked the door in for some of my friends to get in, which again, they could very well get into Vivi on their own right. And I think Vivi has an intention to bring more artists to the platform, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, we'll see what the future holds. But if he ever were to just say the word, I would sneak him in again if I had to.
Yeah, he's so talented, and I got to give you some credit, man, because you were actually the person that I found out about Brian through. So,
oh, awesome.
Yeah, so, absolutely love his work. Sven, oh, that's you in the chat, Sven.
Yeah, Luke's fight was asking how he could get started on this one. Maybe you could show him the site and how he can join. And you do not need a Web3 fish.
Yeah, no, you just.
Show him maybe.
This is totally free.
Yeah, Brock, do you want to explain? I have it on screen. You just go to FEESHMAS.com.
I'm muted and like close the feed because I didn't want to have like triple echoes in my ear. But hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, and then I'll just mute. Yeah. So the feed is lagging, right? Like I'm behind. Like I heard what we were talking about like 10 seconds ago.
Oh,
But
someone.
yeah,
Yeah, someone was just asking how to get started on the FEESHMAS project.
oh, okay. So I mean, FEESHMAS is like meant to be free. If you don't want a FEESH, or you've like, in no way is it meant to like drive sales. If you want one, hooray. But if not, then I get it's not for everybody. This is just like a fun event that also rewards FEESH holders. But if you want to mint, if you go to FEESHMAS.com, down at the bottom of the site, you can mint one, and there's a video on walking you through how to do so. But to do FEESHMAS, really you just go to FEESHMAS.com, create an account, which you can either do through Web3 stuff, or you can just supply an email, and then you're pretty much good to go from there. I will say, if you log in with an email, you can connect a wallet later, but don't, if you like sign in with an email and then later go back with a wallet, the two are not going to be necessarily connected unless you connected them already, if that makes sense. Like, if you log in with an email and then you go in and like try and log in with a wallet, they're technically going to be seen as two different accounts unless you linked one to the other. So doing that might not be advisable, because I would hate for you to like lose your coal. And you can only get promo codes with like the same username or email on one account. So like, I would hate for someone to like stack their coal. If you get into some kind of like, I fell through a crack, like reach out to me. I'll do whatever I can to like merge the two together. But I would prefer not to do that 100 times.
Yeah, understandable.
But yeah, just jump in, and everybody starts with 3 coal and 1 shovel. Your shovel may vary in durability, and then you can jump into the different sections. The story, I know, is not everyone's favorite part, but it's gonna kind of start cooking up pretty swiftly. So yeah, I would read that if you feel up to it. I'll be doing some videos on some major stuff, but videos are not my strongest suit. So.
And the story section you're talking about is the news tab, right?
Correct. Yeah, the Fish City Times will be doing random updates. And so if you check that out, you'll see like this morning. If you're not familiar with Fish lore, in the first year, this entity known as the Darkness came into play, and they basically tried to destroy the human race. We found out that we were living in the future, and that humans were like stuck underground and being guarded by these like rogue robot AI things. Normal stuff. We overthrew them, but it came at the cost of like a lot. And so we used a time machine to take us back to what is kind of current day. So we're on a new timeline. But the Darkness is kind of pissed about that. And so last year's FEESHMAS, they showed up and tried to do a bunch of chaotic things. And then something got away. And they had these like glowing red eyes. And then we saw these like strange fish show up and try and buy people's houses that also have glowing red eyes. But we defeated the Darkness last year, so I'm sure that they're not connected. But yeah, so then as of this morning, right before FEESHMAS like kicked off in full swing, some FEESH residents like sold their houses for coal. And they're like, why? I will take this coal now and give up my house, and then I'll just double it, kind of like basically like, let's do a quick flip and then I'll get a bigger house. So we'll see how that works out for them. But yeah, so the story's going to keep evolving. And sometimes these Fish City Times, they'll report on new events. Sometimes they'll report on stories. Sometimes they'll report on like the opening of like brand new sections, or sections of FEESHMAS might shut down. Like you might wake up tomorrow and like the pressurizer's gone because it needs to be repaired or what have you. So like different sections are going to turn on and off throughout the event, and so strategy will keep changing too.
Love that.
Yeah.
Fish Times. That's such a good name too. But we have Guri asking, will coal ever pressurize to VV collectible?
So not directly, but I will say that like the more that you participate in FEESHMAS, under that profile section, like right now, today's the day where it's like lagging a little bit. It's kind of like the promo codes are shut off basically, because I need to confirm everyone's username and password. And if I'm like, hey Vivi, can you confirm this, like these 2? Hey, can you confirm these 4? Like I'm trying to give them like one big list, and then there'll be less people that are kind of like lagging behind.
Right.
So then once you're approved that it's like these 2 things match, and it's not duplicated on like 10 accounts that somebody made to try and like spam it, then we'll be good to go. So we're like, I did kind of let out that there's a broken shovel. So if you broke a shovel already, like, yeah, it's a sucky thing in FEESHMAS, but hooray, you're gonna get like a memento forever in the 3D format with VV of a broken shovel.
Yeah, I saw that.
But there'll be other stuff too. Like the more that you do, the more that you, or again, the more you do, the more you don't do, may qualify you for more promo codes, and they'll be a little more real time going forward. And like I said earlier, there's like 3 sets, and those kind of determine. So like there's one set that is based on what you do or don't do, and then there's a set that's based on how you perform, and then there's the final set, because I didn't want to like do a prize set with a 1 of 1 to where only one person can complete the sets, because some people still complete sets. So the 1 of 1 is its own set as well. So like the Coal Mountain.
First 1 of 1 collectible you were saying too, right?
Again, it's a technicality, but yes. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, I got the first whatever. Like, you could say first interactive drop in a way is what we're going through. All kinds of firsts. But my goal is not, like, to be the first of all the things, but instead, like, kick open those doors so that no one else has any other excuses as far as, like, major IPs with huge budgets. So...
It's like the first game with a possible trophy system that was implemented into Vivi. So this is a big milestone for Vivi2 then, and for the Vivi community.
Yep. And then following this, there will be like a for money drop. Again, not like but like we've got a drop that will actually be dropping through FEESHMAS.com instead of through the app. That where you'll purchase whatever ones you want if you want to, and then you'll get a promo code to redeem it. And that's a way that is helping me out more and helping Vivi out more, so that I can be a little more rapid on things. And so it's like a win-win. And then it also lets me like reward collectors on both sides of the fence as far as the Vivi collectors with airdrops and whatnot, but then also reward like Web3 folks who want to purchase Vivi stuff as well. So that's coming. It's the FEESHMAS. Again, these are all like normal terms for Feesh folks, but FEESHMAS is a physical place in the middle of the desert in California. It's home to the world's best buried water park, and so there's a drop that goes along with that.
Is that your micronation?
There is a micronation of Slowjamistan, and FEESHMAS is a state of Slowjamistan.
It's really it's
totally logical.
It's really like that.
It's funny because after he announced the micronation, it was right after I watched the Vice documentary on micronation. Perfect timing. But I don't know if you've ever watched that one.
I did after the fact. Like one of my the Feesh fam was like, why don't we have a state in this micronation? I was like, I don't know. I'm just learning about it now. And so then he like sent me the link, and I was like, oh, all right. So I reached out to the Sultan of Slowjamistan, and then we have a state. And then I was actually the last one to buy a state of like all the ones that they were offering. But then another friend of mine that runs Good News Show, her name's Rachel, she's awesome. She wanted a state and was like collecting money to like crowd fund it. And so we split FEESHMAS in half. And so we're the bunk bed states of Goodlandia and FEESHMAS. Like, again, totally logical, easy.
Totally logical, yeah.
Yeah, the most sense is made. But yeah, and then we have a movie coming out next year.
What?
That's executive produced by FEESHMAS. And so anybody that owns a Web3 Feesh is like collaboratively an executive producer of this movie.
Oh, get out of here. That's so cool.
It's a scary movie. It'll be in the credits and in the posters and IMDb and stuff.
Very cool. And what kind of movie can we expect? Is this going to be like a...
It's a spooky movie. It's called Shelby Oaks.
Okay.
Yeah. It was supposed to come out like this year, but they went to like a bunch of shows, and like the movie got picked up. I'm not super into horror, but like it was again another opportunity, so it's like sure, why not? And the company that put out Longlegs, which was like one of the big horror movies this year, picked it up, and so it'll be coming out of that group. So
very cool.
It's done well for not even being out yet.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations on that, man.
Thanks.
I
mean, we paid our way in, so like it wasn't like we did no work at all, but put our names on it, and so we can get into Hollywood parties.
Get into Hollywood parties.
Yeah, no, it's your Feesh. The Feeshes.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. No, that's cool to know. Sven, did you know that was coming? I know you're Sven talks about you and Feesh all the time.
I'm honored to have you as part of the Feeshes.
Yeah, I want to make sure you're part of this conversation, dude. Don't think that this is just Rock and I. Jump in whenever you want. Jump in whenever you want.
I'm enjoying it as much as the other ones do. I love to have you two on. I'm enjoying it, so I'm going back to the back, but I'm still watching a bit the questions that were in the YouTube stream.
Mhm.
Previous year we had a bird, and I think I had a bird at the start of the mining, but I'm not sure this year. Did we have a bird to start with or not?
Mr. Champ, I know,
So
I know. Sorry, go ahead.
You've let it a little bit out of the bag, but there's a mystery gift, and it is very bird-shaped. So if you have a Web3 fiche, the mystery gift is bird-shaped for sure. And you can do whatever you want with it. But also, yeah, you don't have to. I mean, it's a gift from me. You can do whatever you wish with it.
Okay. I used to have the mining system. We used to have a bird too, Josh, into the mining system, and you could like choose to use your bird and try to get coal with it. And sadly, the bird didn't survive it. But yeah, that was the sad thing that happened there with the bird. Even
Yeah, I
people
mean,
went too greedy and started to use the bird.
Yeah, if you chose like 3 years ago on like the first FEESHMAS, if you chose to like murder a bird because you needed coal, that was a choice. And then we're in a different timeline now, and if you had another bird and you smashed it again, hey, cool, good job, I guess. Or maybe you could keep it around, but we'll see. We'll see what people do. Again, lots of choices, lots of strategy.
Yeah, Falcon Hoof says, I smashed my bird in one hit. I regret that.
Good God. Well, that's a memory you have now. That's a core memory with you forever.
Yeah.
I must admit, I did smash my bird too. I think I was getting too greedy at the start, and maybe it wasn't a good idea, but I'm sorry. I did smash the bird, but we'll see what comes out of it, but I needed to do it.
I'm getting better luck with the fork over here.
Somebody says that,
yeah.
but I think like I will tell you the fork has like 1 HP, like it's a very weak thing. But if you get a coal with it, then it's preserved, and so the shovel will have more than 1 HP. So, is for everyone that's saying like I have better luck with the fork. Okay, it technically should not be that case. But if it feels right, hey, whatever you want to do.
I also just noticed though that I broke my fork, but I got the coal. Is that supposed to happen?
Yeah. So if you break there's a chance. There's kind of like 2 chances. The chance is like if your thing will take enough damage, and then there's a chance of if it will give you the coal. And so that you can have them happen at the same time, where you break your fork and get the coal, or where you get the coal and your fork is preserved, or where you break your fork and you get nothing. And that's the same for all the mining equipment, even things that are not out yet.
Wop says I chose unwisely today and destroyed my bird. Crap. He says fork is the play.
Well, I'm glad that there's tons of strategy, even if it seems like it's superstition at this point. But hey, however you want to play it.
Yeah. Mr. Champ, I think your coal is contaminated.
The fork was there if you. I knew that some people would be like down on the ropes for one, so I was like, I'll give them something to mine with. And it's a 10-minute fork.
We appreciate that.
I think Mr. Champ's right. My coal is contaminated. I just can't get a diamond for the life of me. I'm still over here. 3.
So it is. So I will say it's a 1 in 25 chance, but also it's a chance every time, right? So like if you do 100 in a row, then in theory you should have like 4.
Yeah.
But it
doesn't always pan out that way
because it's random. Yeah, it's because it's randomness.
We got Ducking Cover in the chat. Long time no see, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Sven, you want to guess my coal amount here? Or no, you're watching. Never mind. You're just gonna look at.
And no, I'm. Tell me, how much do you have now?
3.
It's a start. And Brock, I did get a diamond, but it only gave me, if I sell it, 500 coal. Is there a possibility that the diamonds will become more valuable, or will they stay the same amount of coal?
Like that's kind of like a loaded question, because if I say like, oh, they could go up, like they could, but I would assume that they probably will stay right now at that price. It wouldn't be like now it's 50 times the price. Like in the first FEESHMAS and I think the second one, we had this like clam market that was like it would sometimes go bonkers where you don't like hold your coal and then flip it into clams. This is still
That's why
about
I ask
getting.
it.
Yeah, so I think it's a good question. I'm not saying like sell it or hold it, like do whatever you want to do, but as far as like the price that you would be able to sell them for, it should probably stay the same. Wild and crazy, but like I'm also not trying to like mislead you and say like hold it, it could go up, like, or sell it, and then tomorrow I'm gonna like. I don't currently believe that there would be a plan for it to like, significantly change as far as the diamonds go.
Okay, and the thing is, the fact is, even when it does stay the same price, I just enjoyed it holding it maybe the first day, and I'm gonna try to mine some coal separately and maybe get the blue diamonds. But there's a big difference between the blue and the white diamond. Why is there such a big difference? Is it just the value that
there's different diamonds.
community gives?
If you have been around with FEESHMAS, like you have, there are those blue ones are not. I think we've seen some of them before, and then it goes into some of the lore. I think it'll come a little more clear, but there might be a little bit more. Like a diamond's nice to look at, but if the diamond like does something later, then that would make it more valuable. But a blue gem, nice to look at, but maybe it does something later.
Maybe,
also call
possibly.
because some people looked at the it's not like a leak, but like the graphic that has like some things on it as far as what the collectibles may be, and someone's like, I got a blue diamond, where's my VV thing? Sometimes just because you have it doesn't mean that like you get it. So there's you can speculate if you'd like, but it's
not something our community would do.
If you know me, and not everybody does, but if you know me, sometimes like I know people enough to like know that like I can mess with them a little bit, and so sometimes it's not always the obvious. Sometimes there's a little bit more to it than that. So
Gary says,
the fact is, too, you have the. Go on, Josh. Go on, Josh.
I was just gonna read his comment. He says, I went to 1 gem, used the fork to get 12, and then compressed them to get 1 500 cool diamond. Then I was off to the races.
There you go.
Temp says, just use the fork, don't use the shovel. You get coal faster. Everyone's saying that about the fork.
Oh, weird.
Well, you will probably have like a fork army on the FEESHMAS and like a shovel army probably now.
Maybe it is just in my head. Well, it's a law of average, like we were saying, but I do feel like I am getting better luck with the fork. That just might be me in my head, but Wop says I pressurized 2 blue diamonds, but only 1 is showing.
So you shouldn't be able to stack. If this happened prior to, there was like a bug where you could like stack. Technically, if you have a blue diamond, or excuse me, a blue gem or a diamond, you can still pressurize, but if you have both, you're only going to get coal because you only have like a slot for one or the other. I was going to need one of each of the two. And so if you're not going to sell them and you're just going to hold them, pressurizing might not be worth it for you because you're only going to get coal for coal.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that.
So that that's maybe a good thing to know that you only can have 1 diamond and 1 blue. Yeah.
Correct. But prior to burn people were stacking, but I ran a script that basically looked at anybody that had multiples, and it gave them back their coal for anything that they pressurized after getting it. Unless they had sold, then it goes, like, looks at it. It walked through the whole thing. And then, so everyone might have gotten like a bump of coal. I think when I first joined, you had said like you just randomly got like 5 coal back or something like that. That was probably that. And so, yeah, that happened. And then it removed all of the duplicates. If you're still getting duplicates now, then there might be something I'm gonna have to like fix again. But you shouldn't really be getting duplicates for that. So yeah.
I just hit double-digit coal for the first time. We're making moves.
And maybe Brock, maybe a thing I wanted to say too. Previously, you went on to the market with a VV drop and you burned the rest, and then you got a very rare item on VV. I still don't have that item, the little crab, but I'm impressed you did that. I want to congratulate on that. Having the crab, yeah.
So MC Claus was from, so a couple things happened with the Halloween thing. One, I'd always had it in my brain, even just as like a VV like collector, that like I wished IPs, if it's something's like stalling on sales, again, for me, I'm weird and it's not like I need to sell out. Like, I don't care. If people enjoy it, then that's worth more than like the sellout. If it sells out, then it lets me continue to do more, kind of thing. And so with the Halloween drop, I watched the sales and kind of like they had a velocity. And then as it started to dip on that velocity, I could have held out and like probably gotten a couple more sales, but instead I tried to transition that momentum by burning the unannounced, burning the remainder of the supply. And then that transferred that momentum into like secondary stuff. And again, I get 2%. So manipulating or gamifying secondary sales doesn't really do much for me. And also feels gross to me. So that wasn't an intent. But like what it was like, how can I preserve value for the people that like rocked with it and took a chance on my IP? And so that kind of helped them, because I think it cut the supply in like almost half. I think there was a little more than half sold. But then if you collected the entire set, you got the pink one, the pink like drippy fish. And so that was all along kind of like pre-announced. And then if you had the set and you did not sell for up to 72 hours after the airdrop, or like the snapshot, then you got MC Claus. And so VV helped me take those 2 snapshots.
Can I ask you how much of... Sorry,
a lot of questions.
Yeah, can I just ask you...
Was it like a little bit
Sven, go ahead.
Yeah. Was it like a little bit of a moment of revenge to the sellers, or did it just... How did you just wanted to say, okay, if you keep it, then you're a true fan, and then you can get the second thing? A little bit revenge for all the sellers of Eevee, or just for fun?
I think it was people needed to know that I'm wild was really the reason.
Yeah.
And so like if you think that things will always be the same and that the meta should be buy something just for speculation to get an airdrop and then flip it and like and not care about the IP, then maybe you're undervaluing the IP and maybe undervaluing the collectors of those IPs. Like I don't want people to like race in to buy my stuff who don't care about it just to stop someone that does care about it from getting it to then sell it to them for more.
Great point.
Right. So like it's really shaking up the situation of like, you think things are the same and you think that FEESHMAS or whatever IP I kind of come out with is going to be the same as everything else. Like I think you need to have a check in the other box to know that like, wait, maybe it's not the same. And so the people that, and again, if you were a collector of mine and you sold because you know that was the meta, like I understand that. And it wasn't trying to punish you for that. It was instead just trying to let people know I'm wild and you need to just understand that. And so, yeah, and then that
never
kicked
underestimate.
Sure, yeah, and again, but it wasn't like a malicious like people need to be kicked on the teeth. Like they still got the pink one, but like selling it like with that, you didn't even keep it for 3 days. Like that's okay. And so it was just kind of like a little 1-foot fence to just let people know I'm wild, and sometimes things are not as they seem, and that's like that is probably the understatement in a huge way for some other seeds that I've planted both within VV and other things. So yeah, but that MC Claus is the first, or was the first of 5 free NFTs that are going out for various reasons. And the second one was Speedy the Racing Snail. And then we've got boxes for those guys too, just again to try and do like another first. Somebody asked for that, and so when try and toying with the idea of, can I make people love a box? Like it's a simple thing, but like when I'm growing up, for me, like the toy is half the fun. The box is almost like a mini playset, and so I'm trying to recapture some of that. Is just, and again, it was a free craft. So like I'm doing free on free on free on free for this. But the goal is really just like keep making fun stuff, and my hope is there'll be some drops that I charge for. Then like the next one, the FEESHMAS ones, there's 10,000 of them because it's going to help me test out like my drop system, but they're only $5, and there's a number of them. So like the hope is that people will grab a couple, help me test, but then also get something cool. And yeah, so some will be for funds and some of them will be free. And my goal is to try and split it 3 ways where it's, some of it's recouping my cost, some of it stays in my pocket to like sustain. And then the other one is like it's funding rewards for more things. So it's trying to create an ecosystem that's not take, and instead is like, how can we keep the fun going?
Okay, I have a question for you. I'm not sure if you can answer it though, if you're given the position you're in, but I'm gonna shoot my shot here. Why? Because I'm very curious why we aren't seeing more artists and IP doing what you're doing. So I'm just wondering, like, how much did it take for you to push this on to Vivi? Like did you bring all of this stuff up to Vivi that you're doing with the platform, like, yourself, or was it some of the, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, they just now asked me for, like, what are you doing for the next year, so that they can make sure they're staffed up to handle stuff. But yeah, I mean, even before I started dropping stuff, there was, I had a list of ideas that I had fed them for, like, not just even me, like before FEESHMAS even, of like stuff I would love to see in the app, and some of it's come to fruition, some of it's not, and then, or not yet, maybe. And then I started doing stuff that just, like, I thought would be cool for an IP to do with my IP. But yeah, it's all my idea and stuff, where, like,
you have all that flexibility.
I want to make. It's just, I think there's a way to make it work that bigger companies need. Like, one, there's more red tape, and then two,
Right.
There's like there's not a drive. Like, if they can do the one step and it works, like, why go further? And me, I think it's go further, and if you provide value, and that can mean a lot of different things, then it'll work out. So, like, I'm sure I don't, like, hate making money, but I also think that, like, you should create more than you consume, and that's just a me thing. And so I want to continue to provide value and fun as much as I can, and create it to where it's sustainable for me, but it's not predatory, where it's just like, hey, here's my 80th drop that is not connected, and it's just like a static thing. Like, a lot of my pieces now are, like, triple animated, because why not? So, but yeah, why your question, I think, is of, like, why are more IPs not doing it? One, I think that if there's not a demand for it in a way that makes sense, I think that works. I think another thing is that a lot of them are afraid to be the first. Back when I was doing, like, AR stuff with Microsoft, I was like, you could do this and this and this. Like, we'd be great to, like, do a prototype. And they're like, that's cool. Yeah, that sounds awesome. But no, we don't want that. We want, like, basically, like, digital clip art that people can view in AR. And I'm like, why? And they're like, there's no one else competing with us. So, like, us pushing doesn't make sense. In a way, it's like letting people chase right up behind. And my mentality is try and keep up, right? Like, I'll blaze the trail and let you race up next to me, and then I'm gonna go further. And, like, let's like, I'm not afraid of hard work. I'm not afraid of innovation and pushing it, because I think that's how you get to the best. And so, sure, try and keep up. Or if I can do it, you have no fucking excuse. Sorry if my language, cursing on the
No, you're no, but it's exactly that.
Like,
I mean,
but that's what it should be, I think.
Yeah. Sven, did you want to add anything? I think you were gonna. I heard you wanted to make a comment.
No, I love it. I wanted to comment, like, this is a creator that creates for fun and is not creating for getting money in his pocket, and we should be aware of that, and we should support him for that, and we should consider buying more drops from him, and maybe get a Web3 fiche. And I think we need to support people that create for fun and not to consume, not to get himself richer. And at the end of the line, I think those creators will be rewarded more than even a Marvel. But that's something I wanted to say.
I appreciate that. Yeah, everyone in the chat loves Brock as well. We got Pooski saying Brock is the expert of Web3 utilities. Vivi asking Brock how much he is doing to make sure they are ready. Yes, sir. Let's freaking go. Yeah, that was actually really good to hear. The fact that they reached out to you to
Sorry, who reached out?
Like, Vivi reached out to ask you how much you're like, what you plan on doing this year.
Oh yeah, I think Vivi really got caught up in the weeds for a bit last year. Like, it even impacted me. I'll just be transparent about it. Like, where the Halloween drop was supposed to happen a year before it went out, and, like, because I'm doing it different, where, like, I front out the cash and take all the risk, and then hope to recoup. Like, being told you can do a Halloween drop, and then I fund it, execute it, and then get told, we need more time.
Yeah.
Oh, we need this, or, oh, I'll get back to you. I think there was a time where they just got really, really underwater with everything they were trying to do, and then also not really communicating as much. since like kind of getting in touch with other people on the team that are like their production team is like top notch. And again, I think everybody is. I'm not trying to bash anybody or anything, but like there was some frustrations there because again, it's different if they don't get to somebody else's drop, if they're not putting out cash and taking all the risks and stuff. Like I'm an independent person, and if I don't being out any kind of money, I could have done something else instead of sitting on models that can't get dropped, and they're very like Halloween adjacent in a way. I mean, they did end up dropping in the summer, but like with the spooky feature, that's just part of features, so it could drop whenever. But yeah, there was some frustrations there. I do think they've turned a corner now, and they're definitely like internally the production team has said like we need more folks like you that are pushing the limits, that are trying new things, because it hopefully does like shine a light on other things. Like I jokingly pitched like a Burn-a-Palooza drop, and that turned out to be similar to what they were already working on with the evolution. So like they're innovating and they're going, but I think there was a lot of tech debt and a lot of other things that maybe we'll know later or will come out that as to why. But it does seem like they're going at a quicker pace, and they've got a little more pep in their step, and so it's exciting to see. And all of it's kind of converging in one spot. So yeah.
Maybe aside from communication, like what's like a big area that you've seen a difference since Ben's come on board from like an IP and artist standpoint?
For me, it was before even Ben came on. Like I haven't interfaced with Ben at all, but the product, like it was me going directly to David, and David is so tied up with so many different things. He's always traveling, and I think that the team that does the day-to-day production work and the app work and stuff, David can go talk to them, but like that's not as efficient as what it should have been. And so I think it was me finally getting put in touch with the people that are like the boots on the ground, and me say, okay, tell me all of the steps that it takes to do a drop, and I will do, like, give me this template for like artwork, give me this, give me that, give me like the template for like the drop, like documentation and like everything that needs to happen. And then we became like a well-oiled machine inside of there. And because I was one of the only IPs that was asking for that, I think it like iron sharpens iron. And so now, like I said, we did 12 models in less than a month. And like me concepting them, putting them into a game, making them make sense, getting them modeled, getting them textured, getting them over to Vivi, and the back and forth in the review process, and then being able to hand everything off. I mean, that's way faster than prior, when it was like, oh, we can't do your drop this year, basically. And so, and I'm already doing a lot of the work. So like it has been night and day, I would say, before Ben even. But I'm sure that from like the way the app updates are coming and things like that, like it seems like everything is moving faster and faster. And it sounds like there was some like tech debt that they had to get rid of, and it sounds like that's probably finally being able to be shaken loose. And so yeah, it just seems like it's a lot more forward movement.
Well, that's good to hear. Yeah. Guri, I'm not entirely sure what you mean here, man, but maybe Brock will. His question is, as a product guy, can you share if you were able to integrate Web 2, like a website, for example, with Web 3, like blockchain?
I mean, that's what I've been doing for like 4 years. Like
okay, Guri, I'm not sure if you want to elaborate there, man.
Yeah, right. But like just to say, like right now, because of FEESHMAS, like we're migrating to a new site. It didn't land where I wanted it to, so like the Feesh tanks and everything are shut off for right now. But like for the last 3 years, you could go to a Web 2 website of feeshmas.com, buy an NFT, still do all the stuff that most people do with Web 3, where like you could use OpenSea and like buy and sell, but you could also build customizable Feesh tanks. And then I was able to give accessories for tanks and animate things and do all kinds of stuff. So like that has been happening for quite some time, not just with Feeshas, but with a lot of stuff. But if you mean on the VV side, I think we're getting like with Stacker, and hopefully some of the connections that I'm hoping to work with them on getting, I think that'll become a lot more prominent. My hope is to work with them to productize like a quote-unquote VV Connect, so that any IP can just integrate that and then be able to token gate access and perks for stuff, because I think that'll get closer to the utility everyone's looking for.
Sven, you say sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with everyone here. Sven, which comment or which question from Ronnie? Is it the one about the blue gems?
Yeah. It says if it says that I have a diamond and or blue gems in my portfolio, does it stop giving me them from the pressurizer? That was a
Uh,
question Ronnie was asking.
yes, there's like a visual thing right now where like on the main page where your portfolio is. That's what I'm actually looking into right now. Um, that it shows like you might still have one, but it's not checking your actual inventory. So I'm working on updating that right now. So that'll get cleared up, and I think it'll be visually easier to see in just a bit
Yeah,
once I
Ronnie
get that
said
pushed up.
he had he had one thing in my portfolio. He had one of each
Mhm.
thing in my portfolio, but I have none in my inventory and haven't gotten a hit in like 20 minutes. That's the thing
Mr.
he was
Champ says the
asking.
same thing here. He says he's been trying to hit a diamond or a gem for the past 30 minutes. Thinks something is wrong but can't confirm. Must be a law of
I can take
averages.
a look. Yeah, I can take a look. But I'm looking into that. Oh, wait, I do know something. Yeah, so I did an update where if you've got more than like an obscene amount of gems, where the difficulty is ratchets up a little bit. It should not be where it's like impossible, but it's like your odds if you're way ahead for the first day. You're where because there were people that were just like farming blue gems over and over and over again. So there's like a difficulty where it helps back off to make it a little more fair. But that was just based off running data and seeing that like 10 people are running the board, so to speak, and everybody else is like sitting in gems. I just don't want people to go too far ahead. There's going to be small little things like that.
Even the chances a bit.
Correct. Yeah, once things are in full swing, that will come off. But for right now, just to try and keep everybody within a certain range before things go crazy. Otherwise, they'll be real mad
And do you love?
if they get hacked or something like that.
Yeah, and do you love, Brock, that the engagement is so hard already that people are getting like their souls in it already and building up their coal and gem amounts?
I
Do
just want to
you
beat Guri. I need
acknowledge
to
it
beat Guri.
that people like your thing? You need to be as much as you need to have as much as Guri has.
Guri's at like
But
20 something.
is it something that gives you a positive vibe and wants you to create more, seeing that people are so engaged already, Brock?
Yes. So FEESHMAS, like full disclosure, I come up with the concept, the story, like the elements of like the story, the things like the different phases that'll kind of like unlock and whatnot. That's probably like 70% of it, and then there's probably like 30% that's like on the fly, like watching stuff that people are doing, things that I didn't expect people would jump into as much or whatever, and tweaking things. So this is like for the next 10 days, it's like me living and breathing features and FEESHMAS to adjust it for like maximum fun, and sometimes that's maximum frustration at certain points, but then like there's a payoff and stuff like that. So, but it's okay. Soon enough, everyone will be right along with me with the level of sleep, I'm sure.
No, you're doing a great job,
what?
dude. Everyone in the chat saying positive things. Can we get confirmation by anyone in the chat if anyone's pulled a diamond right now? Because I know a bunch of people are playing. But Guri says no. Sham says no.
I have an event system. That I can tell you when the last event, like when the last diamond was.
There we go.
Maybe Guri got the latest diamond, Josh.
He better not have. He's too far ahead. Guri, stop playing. Evolve says got a few. What is going on? Okay, so Evolve got some.
Yeah, I'm checking to see when the last diamond was.
This is a good stream, and it's a lot of fun. You see your mind pressurizing your call like an obsessed person, and that's what FEESHMAS is about, Josh.
See, yeah, what I'm always curious about though with stuff like this is how the back end works. How often?
There was someone that like 10 minutes ago got a diamond.
Oh, okay.
So we're good.
How often do you make updates to like lines of code that like ends up breaking something else in the game, or does that have to happen often?
I mean, I've been a developer for like 20. I'm gonna say 20 plus years, but a while. It hurts to go older, like higher than that. But the even that, like a lot of this is like not what I would do typically for like enterprise level clients, right? This is like a lot of cowboy coding where I've got it built on a pretty good framework where there shouldn't be a ton of bugs. But then also like while building it, like I might build one piece. So like for example, this like portfolio thing, like where it's showing you if you have a diamond, where it might say, yep, you've got a diamond, but you just sold it. It's not pulling from the inventory system that I did like after the fact, and so I just need to like bring that up to speed. So it's less of a bug and more of like a visual display thing. But yeah, earlier like being able to stack diamonds and gems was not intended, so that's a bug. So had to fix that. And I tested it tons and tons and tons, but nothing like testing it with, let me check the current user count. Nothing like real-time testing it with 250 people. Yeah.
Nice.
To see if like, that's real stress testing, right? And again, this is small. I think once people start getting promo codes, then more people will be like, wait, you get VV stuff? Like there were people that are on the FEESHMAS like every single day that just discovered that today. So communication, like I don't have the reach that like VV does, and I think VV's community is spread out, like some are on Facebook, some are on Twitter, some are not on any socials, and so it's finding a way to get everybody into the fun. And then all the Feesh fam, some people get busy, some people check in like quarterly, some people check in monthly, like
yeah.
So it's just getting everybody into the groove, and so that's all fine and good. Promo codes probably won't go out today, just with some of these bugs plus chatting. But tomorrow they'll probably be first thing, or I'll get it working tonight, and if Phoebe can confirm the list, then we'll be good to go for tomorrow.
Brock,
but once that's
Brock,
done,
and will you make it like, and Brock, will you make it like, if the promo codes come, how can we prevent that people start to, maybe it's not possible to start selling items if there's just one on the market and he sells it for 500, will you be able to spread it out fastly enough across the VV community to not have the first items to be that expensive? To have a not enough amount of items that it doesn't get pumped like that, or people don't get burned by buying things immediately.
I mean, so I can't. People can buy and sell what they want, so I can't like for sure stop it. But like, if you check the information, if you check like the information on the actual items that'll be going out earlier in the event, you'll see that the supply is potentially 10,000. And so I hope someone like checks that instead of going, a broken shovel for $4,000, let me buy that. Because what's going to happen with the broken shovel?
Well,
almost everyone's going to get that, right? So if people want to do that, that's fine.
Well,
but if they, sorry.
Maybe we should communicate it to Vivi that broken shovels and first things that people don't FOMO in those things. Just relax and just enjoy the Fishes event on FEESHMAS, but don't go on the market in Vivi immediately buying shovels that are broken for a $100 or $200.
I mean, I hope that that's the situation. And again, everybody that's playing FEESHMAS for the most part will probably get one, right? They might there might be a chance where they have one and they don't know that they have one because they haven't gone and like redeemed it yet. Like they didn't check their profile. But at the same time, like I think there's going to be a lot of shovels. But if someone wants to pay a lot for one because they FOMO'd in, my hope is more that they go, where did this come from? And then they check around and they realize like, oh, there's a whole event happening. Like I should go do that instead of the other one.
Yeah. And Brock, we do see Josh scrolling over his screen already, and there's a little shrimp on it. Is it a possibility that the shrimp will come into VV2, or is it just a coincidence he's there?
What an observation, Sven. What an observation.
I can't. I'm not looking at the screen. So, the shrimp. Yeah. So like part of FEESHMAS, especially last year, these shrimp are like super helpers, and they're like the glue to all the FEESHMAS celebrations, if you will. And so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure shrimp will end up. I mean, I teased the one of one on the Feesh cord earlier, and there I will just say there are shrimp on it that are dancing and stuff like that. So, yeah, I would say more than likely, shrimp will make it to VV along with their Feeshy friends.
By the way, were you the one who shared the link in your Discord?
shared what link? Sorry.
Someone shared apparently this live stream in your Discord. So if it was you,
Oh,
I was wanting to say
Sven did
thank
that.
you.
I did.
Oh, was it you, Sven? Thank you,
Yeah.
dude. I didn't know who
Had I
it
known
was.
Yeah.
that, I would have for sure sold it. I appreciate you playing live and letting people know. That's super
Of course. It was I can't take credit for it actually. It was Sven's idea. So no, I'm glad he pointed this out. So it's been lots of fun. We got Wes in the chat as well. Wop says my double-digit ETH fiche is what? Oh, oh. You're responding to the last comment. Wes says, "What up, Brock?"
What up?
Yeah, guys, we're gonna keep getting some coal and pressurizing here. I want to try and get a diamond on stream. But if you guys have any other questions for Brock, let us know in the chat. He's actually working on FEESHMAS as we speak here, so.
Yeah, fixing a couple things.
Twitching here and there, looking at the events. I think it's interesting. Yeah.
I do a pressurize probably close to 100 coal by now. Don't worry, numbers are gonna pan out. I'm gonna get like 4
I'll double check.
real
but
fast.
I'll double check my pressurizing. But I mean, like, yeah, someone did get a diamond not too long ago.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying anything's wrong. I just my luck is just.
People are getting.
I learned this in
But
sales
is it
though. You
like,
could go the full day without making a sale, and then all of a sudden your law of average will just pan out, and you'll like sell to 10 people in a row. It just makes no sense. But we got Evolved in the chat still, man. Really appreciate it. What do you think about it, Josh? I'm having loads of fun, man. I like it. I like it. I like that
Evolved.
there's. What? Go ahead.
Evolved, I think, has found a hint in something that I'm happy that they have not. I'm happy that they have not gone super public with it. So.
Oh, Evolved. If you
We'll
heard
keep it
that,
a secret. We'll
yeah.
keep it a secret.
yeah. But no, man, I'm having lots of fun with it. I like the interactivity aspect to it all. So, it's
Well,
gamification.
hang tight. There's a lot more coming.
Gamification, storytelling, it's awesome. We also got D. What's going on, D? Say hi to Hanano for me if he's there as well. We got Falcon Hoof saying noob numbers. Yes, we're still oh, I'm at 0 coal. God damn it.
That's not good.
Hang on, I think I still have I still have a shovel. No, we're good. We're fine. Unless it breaks here. Is this the end? No! It broke. Oh, it gave me a coal though. Gave me a coal. I can buy back. Good.
Ooh, yeah.
We got wheels in the
It's
chat as
getting
well.
still.
No, but big shout out to you,
yeah.
Brock. Thank you so much for being willing to hop in the Discord and answer some questions here, and I really appreciate it.
Pleasure. I may bounce to just push out some of these updates that people are upset about. So,
Of course.
But yeah, thank you for playing. Tomorrow will be another step forward in the story and some changing things. And then yeah, I would say probably by Thursday is when a big change will come.
Awesome.
It might
Well,
go
if we're
tomorrow, though.
at any point that we're streaming this again, you're more than welcome to hop on and kind of rinse or repeat what we did today.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for streaming. And I will probably stay. I will try my best to stay in the Discord, but I'm notorious for like bouncing from Discords because I just can't focus with too many.
Yeah.
going on.
No worries.
No offense meant. Just my attention span.
No worries at all. I completely understand that. Sven, you have any last words for Brock?
I'm very thankful he did this again. Very thankful for what he's doing, and I will focus a bit more and more on his collectibles because I need to support him, and I love what he's doing. So I already focused on it, but I was a bit too slow on the Halloween drop. But we'll support you there, Brock. Always happy you do things. I brought my brother into FEESHMAS too in the Web3. He's more the speculative type, but he still holds his FEESH too, and I'm very thankful for what you do and the fun you bring to us. Yeah.
Oh well, thank you so much. It's always cool to hear people that are enjoying it. That keeps me going. And then lots more to come, both on the free side and I'm trying to keep part of the big switch to FEESHMAS.com allows me to price things, like keep the price a little bit lower, instead of like giving away 30% to an app store and then like more from like taxes that happen in different countries and stuff like that. So we'll see if it works out. I get that it's like dragging people away from what they're used to, but it allows me to keep either keep more funds in my pocket or charge you less funds, however you want it to look at it, so that I can continue to sustain things. And so I think for the time being, it's a better move forward than say like, oh, I need to charge $50 for a drop to recoup and then sustain like all the perks and stuff that I want to do. So I hope that it's a happy path that people can do, but you know, we'll see. We'll always have to adjust if it's not the right move.
Well, hey, man, Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Ronnie. Ronnie got a diamond. Ronnie got a diamond. Congrats, man. Well, hey, listen, I respect what you're doing so much. I really look forward to seeing what you drop in the future, man. And I couldn't agree more with whoever on the team said that we need more people like you in the space. So, yeah, keep up the awesome work. So, thanks again for stopping by.
Yeah, happy FEESHMAS. See ya.
Happy FEESHMAS. Okay, so, and ladies and gentlemen, if you guys didn't know who that voice was, that was Brock McBlockchain, creator of the game that we're playing right now. So, no, it was awesome that he kind of stopped by and answered some questions for us. But who we got playing in the chat still? We had Ronnie that just got a diamond. Sven, have you got any while we were on stream?
I'm stunned. I don't want to sell my diamond, but I'm thinking you all buy those calls, and I need to start selling my diamond to get more.
Sven, where are you at? What do you? What? How much coal are you at? Are you on the leaderboard?
Oh, I stopped with 4 coal and 1 diamond. I was happy with that, but now I see people getting more than 1 diamond, and I'm thinking, oh man, maybe I should sell my diamonds.
What do you mean you're stopping at 4 coal? I have 6 coal.
Well, if I sell my diamond, I have 500 coal, Josh. But I can burn my coal, but I don't have my diamond anymore. And I just want to keep my diamond now because
gamification. Gamification at its finest. He's hit a crossroad. Which path is he going to take, left or right?
Yeah.
We got Evolved in the chat saying I hit a few diamonds and 2 gems. He says I don't have any fish though. You know, you actually don't need fish to start playing the game. So all you do is you just well, I mean, you sign. I think it was your email that you sign up with, but you connect your and it's not even actually part of the sign up process. But I don't want to show my account name or anything, but it's where is it? If you go to your dashboard, yeah, it's just email. You create your username, and then if you want to connect to your VV account, you can, because you get a VV collectible for playing the game. But no, you don't need any fish to start, which was a point that I really liked Brock mentioning. He liked how he didn't really want to necessarily push the fish. If you have fish, you get rewarded, but you don't need one to play. So that's awesome to hear.
But if you love what he's doing, you can always get an extra fish just to do the support there.
Yeah, Ronnie says I've hit like dozens of diamonds and a few blue gems, still at only 5.7, unfortunately. Oh, Ronnie, I meant to ask your question earlier. You were asking if it was normal. Sorry, guys. I did see everyone's comments in the chat, but I didn't want to cut anyone off, so... I mean, hey, that's a good problem to have. The chat isn't slow, it's too fast. So, that's a good problem, but I couldn't get to everyone's. So apologies for that, but... He says, oh, okay, so how do I join? Go to, is it FEESHMAS.com or FEESHMAS.com, Sven?
It's FEESHMAS.com, and then you go to events, and then you will go to FEESHMAS, but it's www.feeshmas.com/FEESHMAS.
There you go. There you go.
That's the link.
All right, I'll tell you what. This is what we're going to do now. So we're going to pressurize the rest of our coal, and then... what we're going to do is we're actually going to end this stream. We're going to restart the stream, or not restart it, but start another one. And that is going to be Marvel Rivals. So Sven and I are going to hop over there. We're going to have some other people in the VV community meet up with us over there as well. I'm not sure if we're going to have a full squad. Hopefully, though, we can get one. So anyone watching this stream who wants to kind of hop in over there, Drop your your username. I need to drink here. Tongue twister. In the chat, and then I'll add you as a friend.
Yeah,
But max
and
party
Josh,
size is
I
6
was
people,
telling-
so I think we have 3 already.
Yeah. I was telling Dee maybe not to tell Hinanu already, so she could get ahead of him.
Little competition in the household.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't tell Hinanu. Dee, just go in slow, start to mine, and get 1 gem, and then you can decide what you do.
Oh, come on. We need to pull a diamond at the end of this. Come on. We got 7 left. We got Andre2999 in the chat as well. What's up, man? Been a while since I hit gem or diamond, but up to 38,000. Been a while. It started today. It started today. That's how you know there's certain people grinding this game. It's been a while. It's like 6 hours ago. I was still on this website, pressurizing coal and trying to mine some.
Yeah. And Dee just signed up. Yeah.
D just
okay, great.
God damn it, where's my affiliate link? Huh? Give me my kickback for D signing up.
So the thing is, maybe in the web fee and on X and on Facebook, people will get to post how much coal they're getting. And indeed, like Brock says, when the first airdrops come in, people will get aware of the thing, and things will get really hectic and fun at the end, I think.
I have no idea what's going on here. I agree. I sorry, I heard what you said there. I've been pressurizing. I just pressurized a good like dozen coal, and it only went down like 3. I don't know what happened there. Ronnie says I'm going for that 101. I won't sleep for 10 days if I have to. That is funny. Ronnie, by the way, guys, if you don't know his name, he is a talented artist as well. We've had him in a web V space before while he was actually painting a mural live. So, not like a video or anything, but he was kind of chatting with us while kind of painting that. So, but he has some beautiful art. If you guys don't follow him over on X, highly recommend it. He says, I believe Ronnie. Yeah, I believe him too. All right. We got 3 left, and then we're hopping over to Rivals. By the way, if anyone doesn't know Marvel Rivals and you're a Marvel fan, stop living under a rock. That's all I'm going to say.
You know, Josh, this game for you with the coal is you need to be careful with it, because you want to win things, and this thing will get you activated. I think this FEESHMAS thing.
I'm so competitive.
Frustrated too.
Sven knows me probably better than anyone in the community. Sven and I talk a lot off screen and outside of lives and stuff. But yes, he is right. I am extremely competitive. All right, we didn't get any diamonds. I don't know what was happening there, but Robbie's Matrix says I'm in. Let's go. All right, we're gonna meet you over there in 1 moment here, man. I just gotta end this one and start the other one. And by the way, guys, possibly the best thumbnail I've ever made ever for this next stream. Just saying. Sven's face might be on it. It might not. Keep an eye out for that. But D says go check it out on Instagram. Oh, Ronnie's art. Yes. Oh, there you go. Drop the username right in the chat. Let's go. There's lots of work in the background.
The end of the stream, I was thinking maybe we should add in the title with Brock McBlockchain that people can find it, how they need to pressurize things. And
yes, I will change the title. Yeah. I will change the title after this.
You can erase me. I'm not fond on those things. You can erase me and put Brock in there.
No. You're not on this thumbnail. You're on the next thumbnail.
Oh, but
for Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, but in in the title of this stream, you says FEESHMAS collecting coal with Sven and with Brock Blockchain. Can you still switch that or not? I think you can.
Oh, too late. I already put the thumbnail on screen. Too late. Everyone can see your face on screen right now. Look at that. Look at that. How does that make you feel, Sven? No, he gave me permission. He gave me permission. I'm not doxing him. I'm not doxing him. He gave me permission. People already know what you look like anyways. But yes, guys, any gamers or just Marvel fans, I highly recommend you guys check out this next stream. So we're going to end this one. Really appreciate everyone who tuned in. We covered FEESHMAS, so how the platform worked, and we had the creator of the game, Mr. Brock McBlockchain, come by and answer some questions. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit the thumbs up, follow over on X, subscribe over on YouTube, and yeah, we will be going live in the next 15 minutes or so here. Probably less than that, but give me some time to get it set up, and join us over there. Ben, any last words for the stream?
No, just guys, enjoy the things Brock makes. Enjoy having fun with it. Enjoy the moment, and enjoy the feeling you get by grinding this thing. And know that there is something linked to it, and it's connected to Web3. And you will remember your items that will get airdropped, and remember it with this event that happened within a year. So keep those items and keep them as a treasure to your heart, because these things are they will stay with you forever.
Mm-hmm. And I want to second what Sven was saying earlier about how we should be supporting somebody like Brock, because I completely agree. Like, we need more people like him in the space, being willing to do what he's doing. And like I said before, he takes care of his holders very, very well. So if you guys weren't familiar with this project, now you are. Show him some support, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this guy does in the future. So but yeah, guys, that's gonna be today's stream, and we'll see you guys in the next one very, very soon. Later.